What happened with the Latin Kings and the Trinitarios?
I mean, when the Trinitarios first started, there was leadership in the Kings at the time who was Dominican. His name was Supra. Supra was part of enough. Stop. Supra was part of. Come here. Go over there. Do something. Leave me alone. Come on. Before I lock you up. Supra was part of the Wild Cowboys indictment.
What year are we talking?
Supra was locked up. I think he came in 91. He was on an island till like 95, 94. We're talking about all this time anyway. So what happens with Supra is Dominican. And when the Trinitarios started forming, he was one of the big dogs in the nation, Supra. So it got to a point where the Trinitarios at the time were pushing the Dominican, you're Dominican, we trying to protect our people and defend our people, the thing. So a lot of the bros that were Dominican wanted to go and deal with the cause of the Trinitarios. So Supra gave them, this is where a lot of the things come in, that he gave them like a leeway, like to leave the nation, to go do what they had to do. If they wanted to leave, this is where I tell you, we don't believe in the drop your, not, we don't believe, but as far as you can leave without repercussions if you do the proper procedures. So a lot of the dudes that were there, a lot of Dominicans left and became Trinitarios, which a lot of the original members and leadership is ex-kings. Now, obviously, with any organization, the leaders could be as cool as hell, because usually leadership don't have problems. Leaders will sit down and talk about it, or they'll bang out or whatever. The problem usually always arises from the little clowns in the crowd, the loudmouth that wants to prove something because he's pussy and he feels he got an army, and usually that's how most of the problems start all the time. You know what I mean? So how the actual beef with the thing that you started, that I can't tell you, because I don't even know. There's not one thing that you could turn around and say, oh, this is what happened, like the blood incident with the pack of cigarettes and there's not one incident I could turn around, because they always pumped. The whole time I was in jail, we pumped with the Trinitarios. They was pumping with us. You know what I'm saying? With Luca, Caballo, Moca, all of them. We pumped with all of them. Caballon. We ain't had no issues with them. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, like, they took a lot of the old school Dominican car and put it together with, what they were starting. You know what I mean? And there was another organization at the time, which was DDP, which was Dominicans Don't Play. And the bros had incidents with the DDP. It was more beef with the DDPs than there was with the Trinitarios at the time. But to know the whole story of what actually happened, they came to the bros to start it. They spoke to the bros. They told the bros, yo, we're going to start this and that. And like I said, the brothers had a great relationship with them, because half the nation at the time was Dominican. So it was you know what I mean? Like, everything was cool with them. I don't know what actually transpired. I think within time, as each organization starts growing, you know how the shit goes, you know what I mean? Same thing that happens with the Bloods, same thing happens with everybody, you know what I mean?
But they've gotten like more and more popular over the years, right?
Well, they're one of the biggest communities to come into New York are the Dominicans.
Right.
They're Puerto Ricans.
But I mean, like, even like from like a rapper perspective, there's been like some of them that have really like gotten a big name.
Some of them are ex-bros. This is what I'm telling you. Some of them are ex-bros, A lot of the dudes that used to be on the blocks, that used to be part of the nation. See, the thing is that people don't understand. Can you stop it? When... Yo, this is like... Yo, this is crazy, dude. Like, yo, bro, like, what the hell is going on here? Like, yo, never, ever, ever, dude, yo, this is never. And yo, the funny thing is, I used to be sitting here with my ex, and as soon as she sits on the couch, the dog will be over there. As soon as she sits next to me, dog gotta be right on top of, in between. Like the jealousy is so crazy. It's crazy, bro. But
Well,
anyway,
she's got to be the HBIC, man.
oh my god, bro, it's like insane with this. But anyway, back to the whole thing. Um, damn, I lost train of thought. Where was
we
I?
were talking we were talking about how like there's
Oh,
been
how it's
famous
popular.
rappers.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
how it's popular. Well, I mean, right now they're the biggest thing, but then again, this is what you also got to understand. They no longer just take Dominicans now. Now they take other nationalities. So you'll have, I've seen Indian Trinitarios, I've seen white Trinitarios, I've seen Argentinian Trinitarios, I've seen Chileno, or you know what I'm saying, Puerto Rican. I've seen it all, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
A lot of gangs kind of do that though, right? Like they start to get really strong once they start to open it up a little bit.
That was the mistake that the nation had at the time, because if they would have opened up the doors in the beginning, the nation would have been half black, half Spanish, all the way down, like it is in Chicago's. There's some of the strongest chapters are black in Chicago and in the Midwest and stuff like that, which is crazy. Like New York, you had a lot of support from a lot of the brothers out here, but you know, the prison thing with the, you know, I don't know, bro. It's how it goes. But that's what they're doing now. With them, that's what they're doing now. They open their doors, and their membership is insane. They're the ones that got it right now. They're the popular, the music. They got the wave right now. You know what I mean? They got that popularity right now. You know, I don't got no issues with them. I actually work with I was working with two of them over there. I ain't got no people. They cool as fuck. You know what I mean? It's just the younger, like I said, it's the younger generation that be having problems with the younger generation. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know.
So there's not an active beef though, right, between the Kings and the Trinitarios?
To my knowledge, bro, it's isolated incidents like all out war, no.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's just like, you know how it is, bro. This neighborhood got beef with them over the bar. That neighborhood over there is over a chick. This guy's selling weed on his block. This guy didn't pay him for the weed. And, you know, the nonsense that always happens amongst the young dudes. The older generation, bro, that shit don't even exist. I'd be cool with all of them. Like Poe be dealing with all the Trinitarios with the music thing and all that. That don't. I don't really look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't get involved in whatever the younger generation does. It's what can I do? You know what I'm saying? If I'm there, obviously I'm gonna try to defuse it or try to break it up or do whatever. But to being involved in that to that point now.
Right.